I remember about 6 years ago I came across a YouTuber called Peter McKinnon, and he had this really interesting personality and he looked cool in my opinion, and he was the epitome of what a YouTuber is. He had this cool life doing cool things and he was being himself and he was sharing that on the internet. If you've seen Peter's videos, you know he starts his videos with this very distinct catchphrase where he says, "What's up everybody?" I'm not going to try and do it because I'm not him.
What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon here.
What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon here, and today that's kind of my thing.
And that's something I learned a little too late, I suppose. Not that I ever intended to impersonate Peter McKinnon. I think any creative person probably has at some point with a coffee B-roll sequence. If you know, you know. And as I was reflecting upon this week's video, I kind of realized that this isn't a YouTube isolated incident. What seems to be happening, as I perceive it, is that there's a identity crisis occurring, and it's not an identity crisis in the sense that you don't know who you want to be or who you're supposed to be, but it's rather we reject our own identity, and in place of that we go and find an identity that we like or that we think other people like and that is respected, and then we try to impersonate that to a certain degree. And Peter McKinnon's a great example of that. So many aspiring YouTubers, myself included if I'm being honest, would look at somebody like that and think, oh, this is how he does it, I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to become, you know, a famous YouTuber or a viral sensation or a successful whatever you want. And the truth is, it works for him because he is him. He wasn't necessarily emulating anybody. Of course, in art, we always are copying something in some form or another. But to flat out copy the exact mannerisms and style of an individual is a problem because you're denying yourself the opportunity to express yourself in that instance. Because if you're too busy trying to be whoever you are trying to be, you're never going to be you. And the truth is, what got someone like Peter to where he is the fact that he is Peter and he's being Peter. And I'm pretty sure he struggled big time at the beginning of his journey as well. And it's not like that version of him was accepted immediately. And a lot of the time, you're not going to be accepted, not because you've been rejected, but because you haven't been put in front of enough people for them to actually decide whether or not they want to come back for more. That's why you can go out and copy someone to a T and then have no results or anything to show for it. And it's because, you know, that presentation was only a part of the picture. And the actual formula to succeed in, you know, video creation or business or any aspect of life is actually not so much what you do, but it's how long you've been doing it for. Of course, quality matters, but if you're putting out quality for a short amount of time, don't be shocked if nothing happens. And as I thought about it a bit more, it became apparent to me that it's not really anything to do with YouTube, but more so it's to do with people. It's to do with audiences, and audiences are what buy things from you in life. You know, if you're a plumber, your audience are people who need their plumbing issues fixed. And the truth is, not everybody has a leaky faucet or a blocked toilet, and therefore some plumbers are just not going to make it in to some people's houses. And that's pretty reasonable, I would say. So as someone who started on YouTube about 5 years ago and started business a year before that, I practiced a lot of things that I thought would generate me big results. Like, I've had beautiful websites, I've written what I perceive to be lovely blog articles, and I've made hundreds and hundreds of videos. But the harsh truth is that the majority of all of that work went unrecognized, or it was recognized by very few people. And the reason for that is because I wasn't focused enough on allowing my journey to unfold and allowing my story to be told. Anybody can go on Squarespace and make a beautiful website for €200 a year and have it pretty much up and running within a few hours. They've got beautiful templates for these things, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about your logo. Nobody cares about your website. Nobody cares about the 15-second intro that you put at a video. I remember when I was starting my freelancing career, I was so focused on having a website because I thought that websites meant professional, which meant money. I would look at competitors and see their websites and think, oh, well, I mean, they must be real busy because look how fancy the website is. They're using, words like we do this and we care about you. I feel like all of that canned business jargon is outdated, and YouTube is a business at the end of the day. So by virtue of all of that, canned jargon being out of touch with the times, I would also say that showing up and being somebody that you're not and saying things that you think people want to hear is also not cool anymore. And truth be told, I was trying to emulate a lot of people for a long time at the early stages of my YouTube journey as well, and nothing was working for me. And the first thing that actually really did well was a video that I made about how challenging my life was at the time and what I was doing to remedy that. It was a video about dopamine detoxing, and that was the first video I ever had that actually reached quite a number of people. And at the time, no one had really ever watched my videos. Maybe like 100 or 200 people would watch a video every now and again, but this one was getting feedback about my editing. It was getting feedback about my speaking. It was getting feedback about the information that I was sharing. The truth is, I had all of that to share the whole time, but I just wasn't communicating it in an effective manner because I was too busy trying to make sure my logo and my business name was really cool. But honestly, I'm the most successful I've ever been in my life at this point in time. And I don't have a business card. I don't have a business name. I barely have a website. It's only there to show people how to get in touch with me from YouTube. And I don't wear suits or dress fancy. I don't, tell you that I have top tier technology and solutions to help you with your problems. I really am just me. And I know it's hard to believe in yourself when you don't have any evidence that you are actually going to be valued in the way that you are. Confidence loves evidence. I think someone said that sometime. I quite like that. The more confident I've gotten, it's been because I achieved more things. So there is merit to achieving things and allowing that to be the thing that drives you forward. But the only way to get that evidence is to really just suck for a while and to put out lots of videos and to try sell people your services or products and realize that you're doing something incorrect, or maybe you just haven't done it for long enough. It's a fine balance of finding enough time in the game and then also realizing if your ideas or the way you're approaching something isn't working. So you got to figure that out and trial and error that yourself. But the point is, it's not a quick game. You can't just look at someone successful and then copy them. Yeah, you can emulate certain aspects of what they do, and in terms of YouTube, that would be like, okay, style, the editing style, like what's that look like? Can I be inspired by that and bring that into my content, like the titles, the thumbnails, all of those things. We can take them and we can embellish them, but you can't just copy someone and expect there to be any result. And I'm not even saying don't copy them because that's immoral. I don't really care too much. As an artist, I don't really care if people copy me. It doesn't bother me. But if you copy me, it's probably not going to work for you, because what works for me is unique to me, and it's unique to the audience that I attract and that I cultivate. And I ultimately want success for everyone that wants to have a creative career, with a flexible lifestyle. And the sad truth is, the only way to really stumble upon that is to fumble your way through different mistakes and try out different things and then learn and gather the tools that are required for your success, because it's your success. It's not mine. It's not his. It's not your mom's. It's not your dad's. It's unique to you, and that's quite daunting and scary. But if you have the courage and if you have the drive and a true desire to achieve that which you're looking to achieve, be it in business, be it with your YouTube channel, be it with your whatever, you can do it. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. There's free links in the description to resources that you'll probably find helpful on your creator journey. Otherwise, catch you later.